Ladies and gentlemen, there it goes. See, now it's doing it right. We are back. We are back, and we're gonna one take this because I don't believe in scripts. I don't believe in a plan. I just believe in spontaneity and doing it on the fly, just winging it, y'all. So here we are, and I got the footage sped up a little bit. I'm working with some sleds. The whole reason for the season, everyone. That we're doing this. First of all, okay, we're working legs. We're hitting legs. And the constraint today, the challenge today, was hit legs in a rehabilitative fashion because I kind of hurt my low back over the Thanksgiving holiday. And don't load the spine. Don't mess with the spine. No axial loading with external weight, external load whatsoever. So I didn't want to put a barbell on. I didn't want to do any type of traditional squats. So what you see here is a bit of a warm-up, some R&D really on where I'm mounting this sled and the rope and the belt and where I'm tying it to. I've done sled drags before, but never really with this kind of orientation. I didn't really like it, so you know, here we are speeding up through it, movie magic, Hollywood magic, and we got it all set up right now, and we're gonna get this going. We're gonna get this bread. Here it comes, and boom. So I started off here with just some good old-fashioned sled pushes. Just really feeling for everything that's going on. My back at this time is really my QL, my quadratus lumborum, y'all. Okay, that thing has been plaguing me for years now, and I'm working with it. I'm working through it right now because it's very, very strained, which is what got strained over the holiday. But I'm working these sled pushes. And I'm feeling the quads. I'm feeling the glutes. I'm feeling the calves. All stuff that I'm supposed to be feeling, everything that I should be feeling, and I'm not feeling any strain on my back right now, and that's a good sign. That's a good sign because I'm like, all right, we can progress safely into the training sesh and just kind of, you know, move through. As I'm getting these drags and these pulls and these pushes, here you see me doing a backwards push, right? So I'm working more of the quads. Really focusing on the quads right there. That was a weird ankle thing, if y'all saw that, on my left leg. Ew, I didn't like looking at that. That gives me the heebie-jeebies. But I'm really working those quads. I'm focusing on trying to strike with my big toe as far back, like trying to take as far of a step back as possible so I can really zero in and dial in that VMO. That teardrop muscle right there, just above the knee. Here, you'll see it again, going backwards, sped up just a bit for your viewing pleasure and also for mine. Let me tell y'all, if I left this normal speed, you guys, this video would be 2 days long, 48 hours, without a doubt. That's just how it would be. But I'm really just focusing on trying to put as much blood into the legs as I possibly can before I start, you know, doing some more isolation work, which you guys are going to see here in just a few. But as you can see, same type of pattern that I was doing the last set. We push, we got the backwards push, and then we got a drag, and then we do a backwards drag, still hitting the exact same muscles, just in a kind of different orientation. And now I said, I really don't give a shit. I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't care what nobody says. Maybe it's unsanitary, but I promise you, I keep my feet clean. I do my best to keep my feet clean, and we went barefoot. Because I just cannot get a grip with my socks in my shoes. Homeboy is just like, oh my God, dude, this guy is out here barefoot for real, and he didn't say nothing. So I'm assuming it's all right. This has been my gym for years now, y'all. So they haven't said anything. If you have a problem with it, that's your problem. But I promise you, look at my feet. Look at that. Have you ever seen cleaner feet? You may have, but I'm just saying my feet are definitely clean. Now, anyway, back to what I'm trying to do. We are moving in the frontal plane. We're moving in the frontal plane, and I'm just trying I'm trying to challenge that glute medius. I'm challenging the adductors. on both legs. Since this is an asymmetric exercise, we got to do whatever we do to one side, we got to do to the other. And we are once again following that exact same pattern of push, drag, push, drag, push, drag. Just getting as much blood into the legs as possible with this side-to-side work here in the frontal plane. As y'all can see, I'm really focusing on just trying to push away with that outside leg every time that I'm on this sled drag. You'll see it here in the next few seconds as we speed up the footage. But that's really just all I'm focusing on, y'all. As we push, as we do the drag. I'm so sorry. As we do the push, as we do the sled push, we're working both the adductors, the adductors, and the abductors, abductors. And here we go on the other side. I got this all sped up for y'all for your viewing pleasure, and just really working to push, working to pull, and get blood in the legs, get blood in the legs, get blood in the legs, man. That's all. That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game, and that's really what we did. I did like 4 or 5 sets of this. It was a lot. Honestly, maybe too much. Like I did like 3 sets of, what was it? The backwards stuff and then the forward stuff. I only did like 3-4 sets, but I feel I need to spend a lot of time here in the frontal plane. I feel it's where I'm really weak. Mostly, like that's where most of my weakness comes from, is that side to side motion. And this really kind of helped to expose that for me, especially when I was doing those pushes or I'm so sorry, the drags. The drags, especially on my right side, I feel is my weakest side, were really exposing. But anyway, we move on from all that sled work and all that pump work, all that blood work, to the CrossFit area. And I got a band wrapped up here on the rack, and I got my ankle cuffs coming on, as you can see, and I got a yoga mat right in front of me. I lay down on the yoga mat totally because I'm about to get some banded lying hamstring curls. All right, you can interchange that name any way you want. Okay, you could say lying hamstring banded curl, whatever you want. Okay, whatever floats your boat. The reason I'm doing this is because currently our lying hamstring curl machine is out of commission, and you know, necessity is the mother of all invention, and this one I actually picked up on the gram. I don't even know who it was from, but sometimes you just scroll in the gram and you just pick up on something. It's like, whoa, I like that a lot. So I decided to implement this a few weeks ago into my training, but now it's really helped out, especially to just at least give me some stimulus on my hamstrings, and again, not putting any load on that low back. This one was great for just feel. Oh, who calling me? Someone's calling me. No one. That's no one. Whatever. Okay, goodbye. Anyway, grabbing another set, taking it off, and I decided to superset that exercise with this. Okay, I'm sure there's a name for it. I'm gonna call these banded hamstring tantrums. Banded hamstring tantrums, and I'm just feeling it out right now. And there we go. I got a little comfortable. I was like, okay, my low back isn't gonna break. I'm not gonna kill myself. I'm not gonna break myself. Let me go ahead and push. Let me push a little bit. And so I'm pushing right now, and I've got my hips lifted, and I'm just going right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And here we go. I really sped it up on this one. I stepped on the gas because it felt really good, and I felt really comfortable with it. However, I will say straight up, y'all, this one is mainly for the hamstrings. I didn't really feel it. I didn't really feel it too much. And I'm recording this. I'm recording this voiceover like a day after this workout. And I'll tell you what, I think my triceps and rear delts are more sore from just providing stability than my hamstrings were from that. I'll tell you this, I felt these curls way more than I did on those tantrums, and I'll probably stick with the curls, you know, with the curls, the ham curls, for a good long while, and the tantrums, maybe they have their place for certain situations, but the reason I wanted to implement them was to just get some glute activation and really kind of just activate the muscles around the low back as well in a rehabilitative fashion, and just try to get some movement back there all at the same time. I'm mixing up my curls with some single leg just so we can focus unilaterally. It's very, very important that we promote symmetry and good habits on both sides and awareness on both sides. Here we go. Here's the next superset. A lot more comfortable. Way more comfortable. I just realized I've been talking now straight for like 10 and a half minutes. I need some water. All right. As you can see, we way more comfortable. So much more comfortable. The hips are lifted. My glutes are engaged. Once again, though, look at the work that that I'm having to do with my triceps just to hold myself in place. That was tough. That was like half the exercise. To be just real. Just if you're thinking about trying this, if you've seen this online, and you don't want to be that guy in the gym, I don't care. I'm gonna be that guy. I am that guy in the gym. Everybody thinks I'm weird. That's okay. I'm cool with it. I've come to terms with it. It is what it is. I'm just saying that exercise, maybe not. I don't think it's that worth it. So that's my verdict on it. Moving on, and in keeping with our don't load the spine constraint, we go straight into the banded hip thrusters. Now, this is another one that I saw on the gram, and the guy's name, his at escapes me at the moment, but I'll put the at in later after this this voiceover. Man, I forgot what this is. Anyway, y'all, I'm just getting a hip thrust. There's nothing too advanced about it. It's just a hip thrust, y'all. I'm really just working on engaging the glutes, and as you can see, I made this a point. Check, look at my feet, okay, hold on, okay, my bad. We get a band, we get both the bands now that I felt a little more comfortable with it, and I want y'all to check the feet. I've got my mid back on the bench. I've got the bands right above my hips, right above the hips, just placing all the tension on the glutes primarily, and I'm trying to go all the way down. I'm holding at the top. I'm holding at the top for at least a few seconds, really just trying to feel out the glutes. But here's the kicker. Watch what I'm gonna do with my feet. With the balls of my feet specifically, okay? Because I was kind of having some trouble. There it is. There are the feet. Look, okay, you see how the balls of the feet are coming up? I'm really making sure that I'm pushing all my weight through my heels to get an even greater connection to those glutes, because I was kind of having an iffy, like, is it there, is it not, I don't know, I couldn't feel it really. But once I really got all the weight up onto the heels, I felt everything, and I was like, oh, this feels good. Look at the face, look at that. So then I got real brave, and I said, okay, I'm gonna increase it with a green band, and we'll see what's up with that. And oh my goodness, another one. This is already 13 minutes in, and I'm getting another scam likely. Goodbye. Okay, as I was saying, I got the green band, I'm working the hip thrust, and I'm holding at the top because I can really feel the tension on this one. And again, I've got the mental cue, get the heels, get the balls of the feet up, push through the heels. And I was feeling this one, y'all. This one was an absolute winner. I'm gonna keep this one in the playbook to teach hip thrust, because I kind of find that if you just send somebody out and tell with a barbell, even a light barbell, like a small, like a 20-30 pound preset barbell, and you like, okay, go ahead and hip thrust. I say, like, I don't know, generously 6 out of 10 people can't do it. Like, can't do it correctly in the sense of they can possibly do the movement, right? They can do the hip hinge, but they've got a lot more back extension than they do actual glute contraction, and so they'd end up not feeling the glutes at all. And so anyway, I find that this method feels really, really good and could possibly transfer really, really well for somebody who doesn't necessarily know or feel the glutes when they're doing a traditional hip thrust. So that's what I'm saying with that, y'all. I doubled the band up because I said, you know what? That felt good. One more is better. Up is more. Up is more. Up is more. And that's how it is, and that's how it will always be. So there we are again. Big hold at the top. Pushing through the heels. Got the mid back on the bench. And I'm just really working to make sure that it's the glutes, little adjustment there, that it's the glutes that are doing the work and nothing else. I didn't want to feel any kind of sensation in my low back. I didn't want to feel any kind of pain or discomfort in my QL, nothing like that. And we just kept on repping it. We kept on repping it, heels, pushing through the heels, all that good stuff, y'all. I would say if you are going to try this exercise, make sure that the J cups that you get, that they oppose each other, because if they don't, then it's just not going to work. I mean, obviously, I feel I shouldn't have to say that, but I'm going to say that just because I feel like that could be a mistake that could be made. And don't do that. Don't do that to yourself, because obviously you want to do the exercise, and if you do that, well, then you can't do the exercise. And that's just how that is. That's just how that is. Squeezing out a few more reps and done. Now, moving on. The only thing that I haven't really worked just yet, specifically, would be the quads. My quads, the quads. Quadzilla, the quad father, all of that good stuff, y'all. All of those, I love the memes. The memes are fantastic. Keep them coming. But I saw this one again on the gram, scrolling. So, you know, let's be real, just procrastinating. Procrastinating. But in any case, I was able, in that procrastination, to find this gem of an exercise. So I got the band wrapped around at knee height, and I walked out with it to give a little bit of tension, and all I'm doing is just parallel 90-degree squats at the hip. And when I come up, I'm flexing as hard as I can against the tension of that band, and I'm burning these quads. I felt really, really nice. It felt really, really nice, because keep in mind, I haven't been able to squat since, like, at this point, for about 5 days now. And that's tough. It's tough for me. So I'm like, okay. So I said, all right. We got a good thing. Hold on. Water break. We got a good thing. Let's make a better thing, right? So I got two purple bands, and I got one of them loading me from top to bottom. Now, I said at the beginning of the video, yes, I don't want any axial loading with external weight or external load. So I said, well, the band shouldn't be putting extra weight on me. It'll just be putting extra tension, is my hypothesis, is my idea. So, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm wrong. But it made it better. I felt really, really good doing this variation. Do I look crazy? Absolutely. Do I look ridiculous? Without a doubt. But I'm also challenging everything in the posterior chain and also the quads at the same time. And it felt really, really good to at least get almost a full ass to grass squat. Here we got another angle for you. But it just felt so good, y'all. I don't know how else to explain it, because my low back has just been hurting so bad to the point where I cannot stand up straight. I feel like I'm walking like crooked, like everywhere that I go. And so during this workout, and with the utilization of this band here from Westside Barbell, no association. I ain't getting paid. I ain't getting paid for none of this, y'all. That's just who I use, okay? But anyway, I felt good. It felt super good, especially in the hips. I could really feel, especially coming off that glute work, all the glute work from the bands on the hip thrusts. I was really able to feel a real kind of connection from the glutes to the quads, all the way even down to the calves. As you can see, I'm standing on the band, so I'm putting some tension side to side in the frontal plane, activating glute medius just a bit, not a whole lot, but just a bit, enough for me, in my opinion, on this workout. And finally, we just got some good old-fashioned hip extension on the Smith machine. Just wanted to really feel out the low back, make sure everything was cool, make sure everything was healing up and feeling good the way that it should, you know what I'm saying? And really what I'm actually focusing on is just making sure that my hips are not torquing over to one side or really, like right there, you see me? I just kind of I self-corrected right there, and I'm trying to make sure that everything is in a good straight line and has nice symmetry. Nice symmetry, y'all. That's really what I'm working on. I grab a red band here because what are we doing? Oh yes, okay. We are doing some weirdness, and y'all might think I'm crazy, and I am. But this is just some sports-specific stuff for my touchdown raise, for my tricking, for my martial arts tricking, and this is just, I feel, working. I'm opening. What I'm really doing is I'm opening up the hips in a way that is very specific to the way touchdown raise works. So it's hard to explain without putting if you don't know what a touchdown raise is, go to my Instagram. You can find out over there. It's like my favorite thing to do. And this is just kind of challenging that exact motion. But for my low back specifically, I was really, how do I explain this? It helped me to feel where the pain was and where I could work through and what my limitation was. And I keep saying it, y'all. I keep saying it. I use these bands every single day. Every single day. They are probably my most versatile, most used fitness tool, and probably one of the greatest fitness investments I have ever made throughout my journey. They've helped me gain strength, awareness, flexibility in a myriad of different movements, and I really don't know where I would be or what I would be doing without them. If you are on the fence about getting some, I would say get some, and don't look back, and that's just how that is. Finishing up here with more hip openers, touchdown raise hip openers. That's what I'm calling them. That's what they're called as of now. And it is 22 minutes and 30 seconds in, and I have been talking straight. This is an experience, y'all. This is an experience. I really wanted to just kind of, I had this video made for like about 2 days, and now I'm voicing it over, and I had it on my mind. I just had it on my mind. I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Everybody has these nice, polished up, examples of fitness videos, and I love them. They're great. I gain a lot of inspiration from them. But oh my goodness, I just cannot sit down to write a script, and I don't see myself doing that. So let me know in the comments what y'all think of this format of just talking straight up and describing what I'm doing. No script, one take. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Peace.